Friday, at least at this point of time. You had InterGlobe Aviation also come out with numbers. We'll have, and that's flashing on your screen, in fact, bottom of your screen. It's quite a miss, frankly, and it's essentially fuel costs doubling over the last quarter, which is what is causing that EBITDAR margin pressure that you can see. And as a result of that, we've seen a very mild loss versus what was expected to be a profit in this particular quarter. I'll just quickly run you through the numbers as well in terms of what InterGlobe has posted. Essentially, that will set us up well for Friday's day of trade, because you're very likely to see a reaction on InterGlobe. 24,584 is where the revenue number is coming at versus the 24,082 crore number which was expected. EBITDAR came in at 3,752 crore versus the 5,633 crore expected, and margins therefore versus the 23.5% expected, they've come in sharply lower at 15.3%. When you're looking at PAT, therefore, was expected to be around 1,650 crore. It's another washout quarter, negative 400 crore on the profit after tax number, largely led by fuel costs. So InterGlobe is going to be one of those stocks which are going to be under pressure tomorrow. So we'll wait and watch as to how that plays out. But it's a miss on the EBITDAR and the PAT, which is the profitability element of InterGlobe Aviation. The other one, of course, will be Infosys, which will come out with numbers very shortly, would be my guess. But we'll wait and watch as to how those numbers pan out. But essentially, you've got an expectation of a very, very weak set of numbers also expected by Infosys. But let me, in fact, go across to Avi. He's joining us with how InterGlobe Aviation's numbers were. Avi.
So InterGlobe Aviation has come out with its Q1 FY27 numbers, and the numbers are looking very poor, since the revenue, although is in line with what the street was estimating, but the EBITDAR, which is a key operating metric for the aviation industry, has come way below the expectations. The expectations were of 5,633 crore rupees, but the EBITDAR has come in at 3,752 crore rupees, which is a miss of almost 33% on the estimates. And while the street was estimating a reported PAT of around 1,650 crore rupees, they have in fact reported a loss of 382 crore rupees. So a loss in return of an expectation of a profit is a big miss for InterGlobe Aviation. Talking about what has caused this loss is because of fuel price escalation, adverse impact of the forex movement, and the disruptions related to the Middle East crisis. The ask growth has come in at 2.9%, which is slightly below what they had guided in the range of 3 to 4%. So ask growth is also slightly below what they had guided for, and the load factor is down by 1.3 points, while the passengers transported have increased by 70 bips. They have guided that the fuel cost has increased by a mega 85% on a yearly basis, and the fleet size stands at around 432 aircrafts. And it is important to note that 9 passenger aircrafts were decreased in the Q1 of FY27. Talking about the guidance that the management has given for the upcoming quarters, the management has told that the ask growth will mostly be flattish for Q2 as well on a yearly basis, and the utilization is expected to improve progressively as they move beyond Q2 into the rest of the remaining year. And the near-term uncertainty from fuel cost and rupee depreciation will continue to hamper InterGlobe Aviation's result as the coming quarters come.
Okay, thank you so much, Avi, for that. Of course, we await Infosys' numbers, but while that's happening, let me quickly go across, slip into a very short break, take a bit of a breather, come back, talk a little bit about what cues we want to watch out for tomorrow's day of trade. Also, take in some technical analysis of what the levels are that we need to look for on Friday's day of trade.